Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Wednesday, all of our guests today brought to you by the Vancouver Canadians. C's homestand against Eugene continues tonight. They lost their home opener last night to Eugene. Rick, first pitch 7:05. Looking for long weekend plans. Catch Canadians baseball this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all with 1:05 first pitches. Get your tickets at canadiansbaseball.com or call 604-872-5232. You could do a double dip. C's game and then the Warriors later that night. Rogers Arena against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Joining us now, a weekly guest here on Donnie and Dolly. He's become a regular head coach of the Vancouver Warriors. They're headed to the playoffs. Curt Malawsky. Curt, thanks for doing this, sir. How are you? Are we going to start paying you?
Sounds good, Donnie. I could use it.
5 straight wins since you acquired Christian Del Bianco in goal. What kind of difference has he made to your squad?
You know what? Best player in the most important position is the way I look at it. And, he's won in the NLL. He's a great team leader. Really calming influence on the back end. He's the ultimate competitor and, he can sway outcomes of games. So we're more than happy to have him and he's been outstanding.
It's so strange for people who don't know much about lacrosse, me asking this question, but have you received the offense you thought you were going to get from Christian?
Yeah, you know what? A lot of the knowledgeable lacrosse fans in Vancouver know that the 30-second clock is vital, how you work and how you manage it. We were getting clocks where we're getting the other team's end for maybe 15, 17 seconds now. With his rebound control and his ability to get the ball up the floor, we're getting full clocks. We're getting close to 21 to 23 seconds, which is part of our system. We want to be able to grind defenses down and, having longer possessions and being able to have longer clocks, enhances us and helps us to be able to do that. So, that part of our game has been great. And our transition guys will be getting up the floor and we're scoring some transition goals. So, he's really good around his crease and he's really good at directing the defense too. So many facets of our game has improved since Christian's been there.
Curt, let's go back to the day you clinched a playoff spot for the first time in franchise history. How great was that? And if you win this Saturday, you're going to get a home playoff date as well. Just how great for the franchise, the organization, all lacrosse fans in the Lower Mainland for you guys to clinch that playoff spot.
Yeah, it was pretty special. We talked about, when I took the job a couple of years ago now, we talked about growing the game in British Columbia and how, we really wanted to put a good product on the floor for our province. And, and our fans have really got behind us. And I think, that's the biggest thing for me is rewarding our fan base. But, that being said, the Aquilini group and Canuck Sports and Entertainment have done an excellent job. We don't worry about nothing, off the floor. They've taken care of everything we need. We're always in Rogers Arena practicing those intangibles that you don't want to worry about. They take care of them. And I'm really proud to be a part of the organization and just being able to reward them with an opportunity to have a home playoff game potentially. And just getting in general is a huge accomplishment. But getting in the top 4 would be really good to be able to get some more people in our building and get the fans back out again.
Hey, Curt, everybody loves Keegan Ball's numbers. I mean, he's obviously a great offensive player, but he also mentors young players. How's his leadership been important for you?
The one thing about him is you play offense in the NLL and I do say it's a luxury to play there. And, you're just going out and try to score goals, you come off the floor. So the yeoman's work comes out the back end. But with a guy like Keegan, he's such a calming influence. He's targeted every game. They try to lock him off. They try to intimidate him. Toronto went just headhunting after them early in the game. And, is that calming demeanor that he has on the floor. He doesn't get rattled. Even when he scores a big goal, it's just, business as usual. He's doing his job. And I think that really translates through our young guys. When the temperature of the game gets going high and you look over at your leader and 45's just put the work boots on and just going about his business and nothing changes, and that even keel mentality that he has really helps our young guys, because obviously as the games get going and the more pressure gets on, guys can change a little bit. But I think he really exemplifies, play where your feet are, don't change it on the base on the situation. I think he can't be much better of a leader up front.
You talked about Rogers Arena moments ago. After tonight, it's all yours, Curt. You could set up shop there. You could live there. Canucks will be out after tonight. What's that atmosphere going to be like on Saturday?
Yeah, you know what, Donnie, I'm a huge Canucks fan, so that side of it kind of stinks. But to answer your question, I'm hoping that we can tap into the fan base. I know you got some ticket people that are our resources are going to move over to our side and really help us out and drive them. And I think it's a really good opportunity for the hockey fans that love the Canucks to be able to get behind another hometown team in lacrosse and get to experience lacrosse for the first time. You know, we play at 5:00 start on Saturday, and it's you know, it's right in the middle of the long weekend, but it's perfect. It's like you get in and get out. We can catch the island crowd. So we just really hope that we can get people coming in droves and get behind us, because, you know, we're much better in Rogers. You know, we're 6-2 right now. And, you know, if we can bring this one home, then we'll have another home playoff game. And then again, we'll continue to get the city behind us and our great fans. And, you know, we'll do our part on the floor. We just need people to keep coming.
I can tell you're pumped. You sound excited. Curt, thanks for this, and congrats on the run, and let's hope it continues for you.
Thanks for having me on, guys. And the support's great. Thank you.
You bet.